Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Texas Rangers. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Aaron Civale. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Mason Wynn in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close. Now that's smacked to right center. And it looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. Not stopping. He's going for three. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Throws on the brakes, but he's tagged out trying to get back to second. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Higashioka. Hit on the ground to short. Right. Steps on the bag, and he gets back to the bag to end the inning. Bad throw doesn't cost him. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We head to the second in Arlington. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Runner.
First offering. Runner goes. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Scott leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner goes again. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi.
Garcia.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Jonah High.
So 1 out, nobody on. And at the plate for Miami, Mason Wynn. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit. Acuna having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. And next will be the
Now
cleanup
batting,
hitter,
third
Connor
baseman,
Norton.
Connor Norton.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
2-2.
In the dirt. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jacob Webb appears to be getting loose. Garcia, the lefty, warming up as well. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Rangers 4 and the Marlins 1. So runner at second, 2 down. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base. Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
And a pitch. Got him looking. Out number 3. So a job well done from the Rangers bullpen that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Rangers 4 and the Marlins 1.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Texas Rangers. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away, and towing the slab, Tyler Mahle. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Mason Ray, batting with one down, takes a strike. One out, base is empty. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a
Batting
slow
third,
death. With 2
third
strikes, you're
baseman,
looking to
Connor
protect,
Norby.
and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Now it's the
Batting
DH,
ninth,
Jonah
designated
Heim.
hitter, Jonah Heim.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, out there, and that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off for
check out the
Miami,
latest news
shortstop,
from around the league.
Mason Wynn.
Malley back to work. The shortstop
Outside, that's a
takes the ball. Wynn goes 5 feet 11 inches, 185 pounds, and he was a second-round pick in 2020.
Threw that fastball right
one
by
ball,
him,
one
slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Good eye
Ball,
right
that's
there.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
We got a
That
full
one
count.
missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Jake Berger to hit.
Batting.
So RBI
First
spot, but
baseman,
Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Browns one to short. In plenty of time to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Rangers leave 1, and we are still scoreless. So next to hit for Texas,
Now
Wyatt
batting.
Langford.
Center fielder, Wyatt.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot.
Langford.
No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, 1 out. Grounder might be 2. Wynn over to second, over to first, safe.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag.
Leading off
Now
for
they got runners on
Miami,
the corners and still an
shortstop,
opportunity to
Mason
pick up
Wynn.
some runs.
Malley back to work. Wynn
Yep,
in
that ball
now,
went out.
takes ball 1 off the plate.
You know, these Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Norby hoping to lock up a home run title down the stretch. He leads the league right now.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Runner takes off. Throw. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
For the Marlins, first baseman
Chris, his
Jonah
wheels were the
Rock.
difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Close, but called a ball. 3-1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
And it's strike two.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner
Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now here is Griffin Conine. And that's downstairs. And the count is 3-1. Swing and a miss. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Chris Martin getting ready to go. Webb getting loose as well. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That one down the line, and foul ball. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Man on second, 2 down. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Rangers 3 and the Marlins nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jonah Heim.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder Wyatt Langford.
So runners at the corners,
Now batting,
nobody out.
shortstop,
And now for the
Mason
Marlins,
Wynn.
Mason Wynn. 1 for 3. That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
The number 90 is a big number. You're talking 90 wins over the course of a big league season. Extremely impressive. These players have worked hard all year long, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor. It's not over yet, though.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from Arlington, Texas, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins and the Texas Rangers. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. Getting the nod on the mound, Nathan Eovaldi. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he's allowing just over one base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Mason Wynn getting ready to hit.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Wynn in his 3rd season, 22 years old. And they traded for him earlier this year. Inside. And the count is 2-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
That one 95 to finish him off.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. Man at second. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Tries to get back and save. Two outs. Next offering misses down and away. Griffin Conine in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In there at the knees.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
At the belt and fires. Got him. That K's his 3rd of the game.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in Arlington, and on the hill, the lefty, Braxton Garrett. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
On the ground, Wynn. On to first. That is the inning. So only one hit in the inning, the solo homer, and it puts them ahead. We head to the second in Arlington. It's the Rangers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Let's
off
take a
for
look at how the
Marlins,
series has played out so
shortstop,
far.
Mason Wynn.
Evaldi back to work. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And the 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And it is 2-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That misses the zone. Counts full, 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So digging in, Connor Norby. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And here is Jonah Brown. Evaldi checks the runner. Wynn back in on a dive. 2 outs, nobody on. Stepping in, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And takes low for ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you get hurt.
2 out, space is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two down, nobody on. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Berger makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. Miami down in order, and they're down 2-0. And up next for Miami, Mason Wynn.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Jaguar in his 7th season, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Up the middle, Seager. 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman Connor Norby.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Josh Young. Swing and a chopper out to short. Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
So up next, Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And a 1-1. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Hit on the ground to short. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Leave a pair, so no change in the score. It's 3-3.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Christopher Sanchez.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one, he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
And now 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2 out, space is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. 3-2 now.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Phillies coming up to hit, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starting pitcher, Yuri Perez. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man, not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Quietly in the inning. We played an inning, no score. Now batting Max Kepler. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Sends it to first, and that is that. One hit in the one down. Cody Clemens stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a slow roller. Win. Whips it to first. 2 gone.
Now batting second baseman Bryson Stott.
You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one. And he
slings to first. That's the third out. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still tied 1-1. Base is empty, one away. Now it's going to be Mason Wynn. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball there. 1 out, base is empty.
That's out.
Slider misses outside. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Runner. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. 1 gone, runner at first. And now it is JT Realmuto. Roll to short, could be 2. Wins. Toss to second. Throw to first, but he beat it. Top 6. And down to shortstop, Mason Wynn. First pitch just misses.
Love coming to Citizens Bank Park. Best ice cream in all of the league at the press level. It's only been around since 2004, but plenty of awesome history here already. It's the only stadium with multiple postseason no-hitters. Remember, Roy Halladay did it back in 2010, and the Houston Astros threw a combined no-no in Game 4 of the 2022 World Series.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting third.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate.
Well, he's been having a great year this year, and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
On the ground, 2 ball. Acuna has it for 1, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
And at the plate for Miami, Mason Wynn. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. And a foul ball. Man at second. And ball
that ball went out.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper. He got the strikeout. Runner at first with 2 away. Max Kepler will hit next. There goes the runner. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. Getting the nod in this one, Aaron Nola. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Man at first. Here's the veteran shortstop, Trey Turner. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Acuna has it for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Trey Turner at the plate.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
2 outs. Out to short. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. On to inning number 4. It's the Phillies 6 and the Marlins 1. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Miami,
and now
shortstop,
Mason Wynn.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So digging in, Connor Norby. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Runner on the go again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Nola fires. Swing and a miss. Aaron Nola the strikeout. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at second. In the dirt, but kept close. Inside move to second, and he's back safely.
He beat it.
Runner goes again. Pitch is low. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now.
Out on the tag.
Oh, and they got him. Mason Wynn now at the plate. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 1.
1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back.
One, two.
Man at first, one away.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Kicks and fires. That one in the dirt, and it's 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Now a screamer into the outfield. Schwarber makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Connor Norby.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. Marlins down quietly. They trail it big. It's 9-1.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well.